If you guys have been keeping up with the channel, then you've probably seen we have been on the road for a lot of this year. We've been doing guitar shows, private deals, going to guitar shops, even checking into like some pawn shops and thrift stores and just going all over the place, and we have brought you guys along for the journey. So if you've missed any of those videos, don't forget to check that out after this video. In the meantime, behind the scenes, we were also getting a lot of really, really cool guitars that haven't got shown on the channel just yet, as we've been flooded with lots of other stuff. Today, I want to look at some of the stuff that's come in directly. Some has been from you guys on trades and buys, as well as from some of our friends who buy a lot of gear for us, or just stuff I found while I'm out and around that hasn't made it on camera. So we're gonna take you through some of those finds and give you a little update with everything in the showroom. We'll start on the Gibson Wall. I actually added some PRSs, which we usually don't have PRSs out, but they needed to be out. So this is a great place to start. This is a Tokai, made in Japan, of course, and this really cool blue floral finish. Last time we did one of these videos, we showed you guys a Fender Japan Jazzmaster with a similar finish. So here we have Tokai for you guys into more Gibson style stuff. This is a very Alex guitar, and it is no secret that this gets my seal of approval. If you want to get even more Alex than that, they just keep coming. We got the 1998, the same year as me, Gibson Custom Shop Les Paul Jr. reissue double cutaway. This is a 58 reissue, and it's awesome. This one's very player's grade. It's actually had new frets put in, so it's been refretted, but has a little bit bigger frets than before. So if you're into that, that could be cool. Plays great. I love the neck on this, and it's getting nice and worn in the way you want to see. As you can see on this one, someone moved the strap button up here, which we'll see sometimes when they've really been played in. And this is a custom shop, but this is a custom shop you should take out and enjoy. I remember there was a rig rundown with Green Day like years ago, and they were talking about how their tech loves when they get them in moved up like that, because that's where they actually want them. But if they get an all-original example, they're obviously not gonna mess with it, but sometimes it's nice to find it like that. Whereas like on this one, this is was 2004 double cut. This is not a reissue. This is the Les Paul Special. As we always note, this is the Beato guitar. This is the ebony one, of course. But this one comes from the factory with it already mounted there, so that's interesting. This one's a player as well. Lots of wear, but this thing plays awesome. Kayla did the wraparound on this one. I like that. This next one's a really cool Gibson. This is one I'd actually say is a really good buy right now, because this is a limited edition mahogany top Les Paul, which they are not making right now, and they didn't make that many of them in the first place, but this is a cool guitar with some cool specs that actually hasn't gone up in value like crazy yet. It goes for roughly the same price as like a nice standard, so very cool. I can't believe we haven't featured this one on the channel yet. This is like one of my favorite finds recently. Oh, you know what? This did go to at least one of the shows, so you might have seen it there. So I guess it's technically probably seen the channel a little bit, but same thing. This just came in on a trade, which is really, really cool. This is a 1965 Gibson ES-120T, so thin line Gibson hollow body. Very, very cool. And somebody put a tune-matic on it. Other than that, it's totally original, which is awesome. And this thing is really, really clean for being the age that it is. It even came in the original chipboard case, which is in very questionable condition. That's not in tune, but that's all right. These are awesome. Fantastic neck on here, and they sound really warm. Kind of quirky, but cool guitars, and we've had a few over the years, and whenever we have the chance to get one, I'm always happy to do it. This one makes me very nostalgic. This is very similar to my first like legit guitar that I had, the first like nice one that I saved up for. This one is a Gibson SG Tribute. The one I had was the Gibson SG Special Faded, very, very similar, but a little bit different. These were kind of Gibson's like budget SG, where it's still made in the States, still had the full-size headstock on like the Melody Makers, but it was an SG and it was pretty affordable. I saved up on money for like a really long time, and I bought this one you're seeing here, and that's me playing a Green Day cover at a school talent show when I was an absolute child. Always loved Gibsons, and I've always loved SGs. I don't know if there's any specific fresh finds over here. So I think you guys have seen some of this gear before, but I'm getting a little Roland Corner together here, so you know we had to have the Juno 60. In Jazz Chorus World, we have the Jazz Chorus 50 and the Jazz Chorus 60 and the Roland Space Echo RE201. And got some Boss pedals. We had more Boss pedals, but they've been selling like crazy, so we actually have a bunch more in the other room, so I should probably pull some of those in here so they'd be on display. This is a pretty rare find. This is a Ibanez FR 1620, very nice Ibanez Prestige. And for me, this is kind of what I look for with Ibanez stuff. Obviously, this is more of like the telly shape, but it's hardtail. These humbuckers sound great. Nice dark board, very thin neck, very shreddy neck, so I love that. But this is a really cool and very well-balanced guitar. And even though I'm not always an Ibanez guy, this is one that I would absolutely play. And, it's cool, it's got some wear. It's ready to be played. We'll kind of go back to the front here and we'll go into Fender World. And I will preface, like I said, this is stuff that we found outside the guitar shows. This is the stuff that some of my friends have helped us buy in. And because of that, we found a lot of really cool American Fenders at the recent shows and shopping around the States. But a lot of what I'm gonna show you guys now is Fender Japan exclusive stuff that we've been able to get in. Let's start. This is, this one has probably made it somewhere. I know it's definitely been in at least one guitar show video, but this is a limited edition FSR Sparkle Telecaster. Oddly enough, they call this black, but it's obviously like a navy blue sparkle, which is cool. Back's different. This is a rad telly, and these pickups sound awesome. We've had a number of these over the years, and we've got another one. This is just your Fiesta Red Japan exclusive, made in Japan traditional Strat. Nice board, what's not to love? And now, wouldn't be a fresh finds in the showroom if we weren't talking about some Sherwood green guitars, and we got 3 new ones. So here we have another Fender 60s traditional Telecaster. We've had a few of these, we get them in, they sell very quickly. We have one as a filming, so if you want it, here it is. We also got 2 Strats that are not guitars that we've had before. These are both from the Fender Japan Hybrid line, which is a really nice job of blending vintage aesthetic and modern functionality. Right up front here, we have this Hybrid 50s HSS Stratocaster with a maple board. A little bigger frets than your typical vintage style guitar. Obviously not vintage style pickups at all, but really, really cool. The neck's a little thicker on this one, as you'll see on the next one as well. But this is a clean Strat. The Sherwood green and the maple definitely go together well as the zebra colored humbucker. I love that. And then right next to that, the Hybrid 60s, we go back to a more traditional pickup layout. We got a rosewood fretboard, but once again, that rich metallic Sherwood green finish. We always have them here. We got to keep them in. So this is cool. Once again, kind of a thicker neck, thicker board as well than the typical traditional series that we usually get. And I say that even the traditional ones are pretty rare to come to the States, but seeing the Hybrid 50s and 60s is pretty uncommon. So I was very grateful to get the opportunity to track all of these down. It's cool to see them all in one place. I will show you guys one of these basses once again, keeping with Fender Japan. Fender 57 reissue precision bass. I mean, this is just a classy bass. I don't know whether it's the covers or the guard or the board or just everything put together. I was like, this is cool. It's classic, it plays great, and this is one of my favorite basses we've had in quite a while. So if this is still up when you're seeing this, definitely check it out. So we're gonna end on a really, really cool one. A friend of mine sent me a picture of some guitars at a shop in Japan and said, hey, is there anything that you guys need? And one immediately jumped out to me and I said, we need to get that to America immediately. So see if you can get something worked out that makes sense. And we got in this Fender Japan Surf Green Jazzmaster with a matching headstock, which is really, really cool. This guitar is so vibey, it sounds great, and this is basically brand new. We don't sell it as new because we're not an authorized dealer, but this was purchased new and then brought to you guys, so you can still see some plastic on the pickup. So look at that. You'd love to see it. Very, very cool guitar. It checks every box, and we're very grateful to have it. And it could be yours. I have a bonus fresh finds here too. The Sam Ash near us is going out of business, as we've been talking about in other videos, but I got the RC300 demo station. I don't need this. I don't know why I got this, but we have it. So if you want it, then we'll make it very easy because, I don't know, I thought maybe I'll get an RC300 and I'll set it all up, but I don't know if we need to do that. So here it is until then. Thank you guys for watching. As always, let me know down below in the comments what your favorite guitar was that we showed in this video, or if there was one on the wall that we didn't talk about, and maybe we will make a shorter video talking about that one in particular. Let us know. We appreciate you guys taking the time to watch, liking, subscribing, commenting, sharing the video, and all that good stuff. It really does all help out. we will see you in another video soon. Bye.